Lady, you know we don't pay people to sleep around here.
Sorry, sir.
You have no idea what you're typing, do you?
I'm stuck.
Well, why don't I help?
Don't you have your own work to do?
Well, I did, but I showed up an hour early and got it done. So, what are you working on?
I was assigned to write a piece on the robbery that occurred on 5th Street yesterday. Of course, all the cameras were disabled, so the only way I have of actually telling what happened is a series of vague testimonials.
Did any of these come out sounding credible?
2. But of course, everything has a string attached.
Well, what do you mean?
They completely contradict each other. Like, let me show you. This is from a police officer's report of the incident.
Around 9 in the morning, I was dropped off at my patrol unit at a coffee shop. I had missed breakfast. Soon, my pocket radio got a signal from the bank security guard when he realized the door had been locked from the inside. I tried to contact my squad, but for some reason the signal didn't go through. I decided to just make a run for it since the bank was only a mile and a half away and there could be somebody who needed my help then. When I started getting near the bank, I heard gunfire. At that moment, the robber jumped out through the window, shattering it. I removed my firearm and fired a round at his leg, but I missed. At that moment, I realized I only had 1 round in my clip. I reloaded, but by then it was too late. I was unable to see the robber's face because he was wearing a blue mask and a black cloak.
Here's another one from the bank teller. I can't read this. This woman's vernacular is too cheesy. You read it.
Afternoon, day, my dear old bank of mine. I was approached by the scum who turned out to be this villainous robber fella. He was wearing a tan trench coat, a big old hat, and a scarf and shades concealing his face. When he got up to the counter, he held up a note saying that he had somehow shimmied a bomb underneath the floorboards. Afraid, I stepped back, knowing what that selfish fraud wanted. I tried to warn everybody, so I did my first instinct, screaming for help. After that, the scoundrel fired a warning shot to shut me up. It worked. He stepped out and a good-hearted but stupid fella decided to charge towards them and play the hero. The robber reached into his coat, and I knew what was coming next. I turned away, because I'm a fear to the sight of blood. I heard a scattering noise, and I was back. The man was outside on the ground.
Okay, well, I'm still at a loss for words.
I can't even believe this is a question. We're the news. Now, it is our job to tell the public the most objective perception that we can.
What do you mean, perception?
That's what the news is. The objective human perception of the truth of the world. Piecing together as many details as possible. At least, that's what it's supposed to be.
Thank you, sir.
Are you new here?
Yes.
You'll do fine here.
My name is...
Assistant Editor-in-Chief, please come to my office, please. I need to talk to you about your assignment. Editor-in-Chief out.
Well, duty calls. Good luck with your article.
There he is. Congratulations to the man who kept this company alive.
Thank you, sir.
Take a seat. I brought us a little something to celebrate. Something ancient. So, for official reasons, I'm going to need a full disclosure on what actually happened.
Okay. I entered the bank and locked the door with the key I stole. I figured I had about 2 minutes before the guards noticed. When I got to the teller, I held out a note and said to give me all the 5s and 20s. After I finished loading the money into the bag, I took a peck that I knew would explode and got the paint to burst all over my face. I needed to get out quick and nobody would be able to tell who I was. Some guy. Wasn't trying to play a hero, he was just trying to get the hell out of it. That provided me an even quicker escape than I had planned.
I'm glad it worked out. After the bank lost some of our money last month, I was afraid we were going to have to start laying people off.
To news?
To news.